I'm Emily, and this is my family. We like to travel and try new things, and because of that, we now own a sailboat and a travel trailer. We are currently in Anchorage, Alaska, exploring the snowy wonderland and the amazing animals that call Alaska home. This is like alpaca spit. This is such a cool place. Alaska's awesome. We even go in search of the famous Northern Lights and take a hike to a frozen waterfall. Okay, we just parked at the Alaska Zoo, and I have to admit I've never been to a zoo covered in snow. Should be interesting. Let's do that at last. It's really cold at the zoo. There's an eagle just hanging out over the moose enclosure.
Wow.
Maybe the other one's just like looking for a mate, or maybe it escaped.
America!
This zoo, I think if I read it correctly, was brought up in 1969 to help orphaned and injured animals here in Alaska. They do have tigers, so I don't know why there would be an injured tiger in Alaska, but whatever. I think after this we're gonna get some coffee because my fingers actually are going numb today. I don't know what it is about today. It's actually warmer, but I don't know, it's just freezing. I think it's because I'm not wearing a hat. I can't feel my feet. Come on guys! Woo! Ice. Yeah.
Yeah, not too hot. Can I get a water?
Snickers, please.
Polar bear fact. Did you know that the skin of polar bears is actually black in color? The color helps them soak up sunlight during the day and stay warm. As the polar bears age, their white coat gradually gets yellowish. These polar bears that are kept in captivity in warmer places such as zoos will have their fur turn into a pale shade of green. This happens because the humid conditions allow algal growth inside the guard hairs. Well, why don't you say the real name of the polar bear?
Did I name it?
No, its name is Cranberry. Okay, so what did we see? We saw a brown bear. Brown bear fact. Brown bears may reach 7 feet tall. They eat fish, insects, ground squirrels, and larger mammals if they can catch them. At birth, bear cubs are blind and naked. In North America, there are at least 2 subspecies of brown bears, the grizzly bear and the Kodiak bears. So a grizzly bear is a subspecies of the brown bear. The brown bear can reach a weight of 300 to 1,200 pounds. Brown bears in the wild are mainly active at dusk and night, and they're the largest predator still living on the continent of Europe and the 2nd largest in North America. What else did we see? Okay, so wolverines have a keen sense of smell and can detect a dead animal 20 feet under the snow. Wolverines will dig burrows and kill hibernating animals. Their strong jaws can crush and eat large bones, and a wolverine will refrigerate their kills in the snow.
They look so sweet though. That one running back and forth.
Yeah.
A lot of the animals that are locked up, like they go back and forth because that's like what they're used to doing.
Oh, yeah.
That's really sad. We just made it to a reindeer farm. We're gonna see some animals and touch the reindeer, even though I had reindeer sausage the other day.
This is reindeer sausage.
Oh, you're good, you're good.
I feel kind of bad about it, but this is really cool. Oh, it's cold. My eyes are watering. Thea, your pants.
Go. And then you guys can head right over to
Put your hands in the cup harder.
I do not want to go.
That's all right. The reindeer, we have two things. One, don't touch their antlers. Those are the big spiky things on their head. And two, when you're feeding them, I want you to put the food in your hand and stick it all the way through the fence.
Reindeer and caribou are actually the same species. The caribou is a wild cousin to the reindeer, and the first reindeer to be brought to this farm was in 1987, and they now have over 100 living here.
Hey, you'll help me with this? Well, we're not going to do anything with them because they're kind of rude. We actually got the elk specifically to show people the difference between elk and reindeer, because a lot of people think that reindeer are these big horse-sized deer, but in reality, that would be closer to an elk.
There's like alpaca spit. Okay, say where we're going.
We're going to Flat Top.
That's Flat Top.
Yeah.
It is an observatory area where you can see all of Anchorage, and
It's really fun.
it's really beautiful. It's a high elevation
And a great
place.
viewpoint.
Yeah, great viewpoint.
Because it's a really fun place. And also, at nighttime, you can see the northern lights.
Oh, you can? From there?
Well, I don't know if you can see it from there.
That'd be awesome if we could see the northern lights from there.
Yeah, Northern Lights is not as great around here, but there are certain spots like Eagle River. I mean, there's a few spots, and
You just have to get up early and go do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's like a website you can check for conditions. It kind of predicts it. So yeah, we'll do all that.
My relaxing.
Even if we don't see the Northern Lights, this is still really cool.
It's around 9 p.m. Alaska time and Anchorage time, and we're about to drive out to a lookout point just outside of town. See if we can't find the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights. There's supposed to be high activity tonight. We've been watching it on a tracker. So we'll see if we can see them. Well, I'm cold and we're doing this in hopes that we see something cool, and if not,
Oh, do you need anything?
at least we're seeing the city
Yeah.
illuminated at night.
Water or blonde?
Oh, I see nothing. Nothing yet. Flat Top Mountain is the most visited in the state of Alaska, sitting at 3,500 feet. From Flat Top Viewpoint, you can actually see Denali, Mount Foraker, and Mount Spur on a clear day. There's a bun workout.
Never been so high up.
Literally. What's it called? A crampon? It's like having a walking cane, but I've got a walking chain on my boot. We're at a little elevation. It feels amazing up here. It's nice and warm. This is such a cool place. Alaska's awesome. This video is sponsored by the subscribe button. The best way to support our channel is to send us some love by subscribing and liking the video. If you want to see more of our day-to-day, head on over to Instagram.
Do you see the water?
Treacherous. Like someone could just push me and I'd be dead.
Thunderbird Falls is an easy 1 mile hike with only 100 feet in elevation gain. About a half hour from Anchorage, there is a viewpoint of the waterfalls that often freeze in the winter.
My dad is Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah. Your dad is Puerto Rican, mommy is white, so you're half Puerto Rican.
I'm half Puerto Rican.
Yep.
And you're half Texas, right?
Yeah, I'm half Texas. It was very frozen for us today, but we could hear the river rushing below, and it was a beautiful sight regardless. There are normally waterfalls here, and there are not right now. It's very cold, but you can hear it. Really comfortable. All right, we just finished walking, hiking, whatever you want to call that. It was a really nice view. We just left our sticks so somebody else could have a hiking stick. Heading back to the car, and I think we're gonna go get some ice cream because that was well deserved. It's like got a party hat on it.
Yeah.
A little focus.
Look at mine.
What flavor did you get?
Oh my gosh.
How are they gonna get out?
I don't know how they're getting out of that. There's just a freaking moose at the top of it. He's drinking. You know what he's doing? He's drinking that cup.
That cup's gone. I'm just afraid. I told you what happens. I'm gonna walk out here and there's gonna be this grizzly bear.
I'm so cold. Okay, I'm done. Last night I ran into this pole. I was walking with my hand like this in the dark and my hand went right past it and my face hit it. It was really fun. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Oh, God. Oh my God.
I told you.
That's pretty great. How do you think his balls are
Daddy,
feeling?
look back. I got a shark. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Carter, you can't get a shark and her not get a shark.
Yeah, I put Lucky bait on that. Did you? No. Yes, I did. I didn't see you. Yes, I did. I didn't see you.